Hey, what's going on, solar family? How are you? Hopefully you're doing amazing. And in this video, I want to go over the 30-day roadmap to success. And this is the roadmap that we teach all of our students, obviously in a more step-by-step, strategy. But what I want to do is I want to break down a higher level every single week on what you should be doing as a new consultant. Because when you're completely new and you're transitioning from another industry into solar, I know it can be super frustrating. So I want to give you some high level objectives on what you should be focusing on every single week. But if you haven't met already, my name is James Ramos. I'm the founder of Solar University, and I've been in solar for over 8 years, and 7 years out of 8 years in solar, I literally haven't stepped foot inside a homeowner's house. And I've also helped thousands of people get into solar from another industry. So if you're looking into getting into solar, or maybe you are already selling solar and you want to learn how to sell solar virtually, or maybe you're a roofing or HVAC contractor that wants to add solar in your book of business, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's gonna be a pop-up right above this video. So I'm gonna dive right into it. All right, so again, I just wanna go over a high level on what you should be focusing on every single week as a brand new solar consultant. And no, it's not recruiting. And I know there's companies out there, as soon as you join the company, they're focusing on, let's get more people on your team. And I honestly feel that if you're not successful in solar yet, the focus should be you and you alone, not building a team, right? But that's a totally different video that I'm gonna create for you. So the first week, I want you to be focusing on a few things. So the first thing is to get on the ground running and to get finances in your pocket a lot faster, because ideally with Solar University, we want you to close your first 3 deals within the first 30 days of you getting started. So the first thing that you need to do is create a list, right? And you're gonna create a list and you're gonna prioritize this list based on every single person that you know that owns a home. Then it's gonna tailor off to people that are probably renting homes, okay? So we're not gonna discriminate on this list at this point, right? We're gonna create it, we're gonna prioritize it, people I know that owns a home, and then from there, people that are renting at this point, okay? And then secondly, you're gonna learn the script. It's gonna be the warm market reach out script. It's not necessarily the sales script, because I know when you first get started in solar, the first thing you're thinking about is, how do I answer objections? How do I present the information to a homeowner? Yes, you're going to learn those things, but you don't need to learn it right now. So I wanna be really specific that you should be learning how to reach out to your market script, okay? That's gonna be totally different from cold market to sales objections, right? It's specific to how do I reach out to my warm market? And there is a specific way on how to reach out to your warm market, because your warm market leads are your low-hanging fruits. And if you don't treat these leads like gold, you may end up losing your warm market leads. And ideally, you should be able to sell a couple deals using your warm market, okay? So you need to learn the script on how to reach out to the homeowner. And also objection, right? Not sales objections, not sales objections. It's objections that you're going to have when you're reaching out to your warm market, okay? It's not sales objection, because what happens is if you learn all the sales objection and you're giving all the answers to your homeowner's questions, then basically what they're going to do on the phone is they're gonna make a decision whether or not solar is for them, because you didn't pique curiosity, but instead you answered all their questions during the discovery phase of the sales process, okay? Hopefully this started to make sense, because again, the warm market that you have are low-hanging fruits, and you don't want to waste those leads that you currently have. And lastly, you should be working on software. And more specifically, it should be the CRM side of the software, okay? Not the whole software, how to design solar systems and things to that nature. It should be the pipeline management stage of that software that your company is offering you. So these are the steps that you need to do the first week of you getting started, okay? And as you can see, we're not, working on, creating proposals. We're not gonna show you how to use the design software, because at this point, even if you learn how to use the design software, it's useless for you at this point, because you don't have an actual electric bill to input into the system. Because what happens with traditional type of training when you join a solar company is they're gonna teach you how to use software, they're gonna teach you how to use these different types of design tools. And I honestly feel at this point, it's a waste of time. But they should teach you how to use the CRM side of your software so you can manage the leads when you start getting them in the pipeline, okay? So week number 2, okay? Now we're basically called in the building phase of our business, okay? So now this is when you're gonna dive in deeper in the software, okay? You're gonna learn how to design systems and things of that nature at week number 2. And also you're gonna start going over objection training on the sales side, okay? This objection is more like reaching out, how to reach out to your market, how to reply to their objections. And the second week is more of the sales objections. What kind of objections are you going to get and how to answer those objections during your presentation? And now you're also going over sales, okay? As you can see, it's not the first week that you get started that you're gonna dive into objection training, sales training. As far as in the sales side, that's more on the second week of you getting started, okay? So I'm gonna put week 3 here. Week number 3, now this is the growing phase of your business, right? Now you're gonna track your KPIs, right? You're gonna track your goals, right? Now you're going to practice the pitch, whether it's a warm market reach out pitch, your objections, your sales objections, right? And you're gonna practice, okay? And the week 3 of growing your business, okay? And obviously this is higher level. If you want to dive in micro level, step by step, like what we teach our students, make sure that you book your free solar strategy call. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation. Click the button right above this video and book your call with myself, okay? So week number 4. Now at this point, you should have already closed at least 3 deals in week 4, okay? At least 3 deals. Now we're in the scaling side of the business, okay? Now we're scaling in week 4. Now we're buying leads, right? Or we're running ads, right? And then from here, you're probably even knocking on the door a lot longer now, right? If you have to start at knocking doors, maybe your budget doesn't permit you to purchase leads, then you're gonna think about knocking on doors a little bit longer, because now you're getting more confident as far as your pitch at the door, your presentation, how to answer objections, how to design the system with your software. So now you're on the scaling side of your business, right? And right around here, you could start building a team. Ideally, we want to push this off a little bit further down your career, maybe the 2nd or the 3rd month. But if you already are doing amazing and hitting these goals during the first, second, and third week, then you could consider reaching out to a couple people, maybe in your network, that also wants to make amazing income like you're doing, because now you're gaining results, right? Now you can actually show them a commission check and say, hey, take a look, this is what I'm making. And now you already had some sales in your belt. You're already learning how to sell, right? Because in the beginning, like I mentioned, you got to be a little selfish in the beginning. You have to train yourself first. You have to be really proficient in how to use your software, so you're not fiddling around in front of a homeowner. And you have to learn how to answer every single objections that may come up. So hopefully that makes sense. And I know this is high level. And if you want to dive in deeper, especially if you want to get in solar, or maybe you are already selling solar and you want to learn how to sell solar virtually, or you're a contractor and you want to add solar in your book of business, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's going to be a pop-up right above this video. Other than that, have an amazing day. Goodbye for now. Peace.